real quick, let me tell you this. What you see in that Peach McIntyre and her mother dynamic is um, generational traumas. Peach mama is not healed from her upbringing, and then she got on drugs. All this alleged, I don't know, but I know people, and I believe it all. Um, haven't really got the healing that she needed from being on drugs and all of that. But she's turned her life around the best she can and look like she's doing all right because she don't seem to be on drugs. So congratulations to her on that. But she hasn't resolved and acknowledged her bad, unhealthy, toxic relationship with her children's upbringing. Peach is still suffering from childhood trauma. But here is where the lesson comes in. So listen, students, school is in session. Peach can't keep living in the past. Peach has to be accountable for where she is emotionally now. Peach talks, she talk from every corner and angle. She has no stance. It's whatever flows with the wind today. And that's a very unhealthy mind. She needs a lot of help. She needs a lot of therapy. She needs a lot of healing. See, to continuously blame her mama for all these childhood traumas. She a grown woman with 7 kids and a husband. She own that now. What happens in her life today and from this day forward is on Peach. It ain't on Woods. It ain't on her mama. It's on her. All this pain and trauma that Peach keeps crying and speaking out about, it's her fault. It's her fault at this point in her life. She's made a decision to be addicted to pain and toxicity and unhealthy, emotionally damaging relationships. She owned that. Don't nobody control that but Peach. There comes a time in your life where you have to be accountable for what happens, for your interactions and your relationships. That's why it's called expectations and boundaries. Shh. Class in session. Keep listening. I didn't grow until I learned how to forgive my mother for not showing up in the way that I thought a mother should be and how I needed her to be for me. When I took the time to really understand her past and her background, I realized a lot of what I was needing, she couldn't give to me because she never got. So my anger and my pain turned to grace and compassion. I was able to see my mother as a person and not all these expectations. And I started to understand that she couldn't give me what she never got. And it healed my heart for me. It set me free from a lot of traumas. Now, that don't mean our relationship became perfect, but I understood her. And I grew as a person, and I put boundaries and expectations in place that I needed in my life from that point on. I was able to let go of the past. I was able to let go of an expectation that my mother would never be able to meet and accept her for who she is and realize that it ain't what I hoped it would be, and it never will be. But for me, that's my mother, and I love her no matter how jacked up she is. And when her day is done, I don't want no regrets. Other people can show me love and compassion, but at the end of the day, that's my mother, and I'm accountable to the world, to the universe. Karma's real of how I treat her. That ain't that I put myself in harm's way. No. But I don't create harm either. I used to be very toxic in that way. Mental health and the struggles of emotional well-being in the minority community is real. That's why I speak up and I talk about let's get real and heal. See, in order to get real and heal, you got to quit lying to yourself and tell the truth. I walked down every lie in my life in order to get to the other side. Self-care and self-love starts out ugly, but it can get pretty once you get to the truth and resolve all those issues. Take some accountability and some ownership of what happens to me from this day forward. There's a lot of strained relationships. There's a lot of daughters that have no love for their mothers, and it's sad. And same thing with mothers and their daughters. But my point is, these streets ain't gonna love you. We can't choose who we are related to, but we can choose how somebody treats us. We make people more valuable than what they are. Not that there's not good people out there, because there are. I've met a couple, not a lot, but a couple that I'm thankful to God for the rest of my life. Some people are good to you for a season or a reason, very few for a lifetime. They come and go, but our jacked up families gonna remain. And people evolve. Some. You have to get to a place of forgiveness and acceptance for you in your life. Quit letting that ego intensify and make your life just more toxic and unhealthy than what you was handed. You can change the trajectory of all of that just by your mindset and your heart. If you feel it, you think it. Maybe quit having all those negative thoughts and replace it with compassion and humility. You wouldn't believe how powerful a thought is. It can change your life. I know. I've been there. I have a Gen Z child. My daughter, she'll be 19. A lot of y'all very young. I speak up because I care about y'all. I care about her and what happens. And I know a lot of times y'all deal with your emotions different, and I'm trying to understand it. So I can pass on this precious gift that was passed on to me and some of my experience called wisdom. Shh, shh, shh. Class still in session. You can learn a lot from people if you just be quiet and listen. I used to talk a lot. I still do. But there's moments to where I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Get to that. You'll learn a lot. These teachable moments, Peach and her mama are teachable moments. It outlines the harsh, true reality of what's going on in these families. I've said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it. Mental health ain't nothing to play with. You have a lot of unhealthy people that's on this internet wilding out. Therapy can help with that. It can help you resolve your feelings and your issues and sort it all out. And if not for the relationship with others, for you, so that you can be happy and content and a healthy person. A lot of y'all operating in a place of pain